Another lip liner scenario that I want to talk about, because I've been tagging a lot of content of people like applying lip liner, and there's a common thing I can see with people who usually don't enjoy lip liner. So when you look at your lip, the edges generally aren't like a perfect crisp line. On some people they are, on most people they aren't. And then depending on the pigmentation, you can deem it like a blurred lip. So if your lip line is like a little bit blurred and not super strong, and you go in and you perfect a line against something that is not perfect, it looks like the product is smearing. And I think that's where people are getting like, it looks like a mustache, or it looks like I just like ate a popsicle and it's just not getting that crisp definition. That's because it literally can't, because you have a perfect line sitting on top of something that's basically like bleeding. That's why taking leftover foundation, putting it on your lip is just gonna create a really soft kind of blank canvas to start with, so that when you go in with your lip liner, it's sitting on crisper edge. And then if you're following that blurred line, sometimes you end up going higher than you want to, and you don't get the same softness. So that's also a reason why a lot of the lip liner colors look the way that they do on me, because they're sitting on top of foundation. And that makes a big difference because it's lightening the pencil. Really light layer. So you can see I have darker pigmentation here. The line is connected. It just doesn't show up on camera as much. So going in, this also allows the pencil to glide onto the lip. You can kind of think of it like primer. Like the application is just a little heavier on the non-prep side, because the lip pencil is adhering to the lip a little bit more. It's dragging a little bit more, therefore your pressure tends to be a little bit higher. This is a Miss Megan lip. This softness, this is the pastels. Like this is how I do lip liner. I will never enjoy this. So again, really nice softness, more intensity. And then even if I was to go light-handed, it's just sitting on top of different pigment, so it's not gonna look the same. Pencils that are too pointy, I find the hand, it doesn't allow your hand to be very steady. And there's a lot of like following what the pencil is doing, but not necessarily knowing where you're going. And that's where the shape can be a little bit off. And then that's where the pencil starts to drag as well. So people will go in here, kind of like this, I see a lot. And the line is not as smooth as kind of like going for it. And obviously that takes practice. This looks like one texture. I took the foundation off this side, so you can imagine if you're just paying attention to what you're placing, and this is how I usually see people apply lip liner. Like, yes, the lip is lined, but when I was watching my hand, I was watching where the point of the pencil was and kind of tracing as I went, as opposed to knowing the shape I wanted to create and like going for it. This is why you should always practice your makeup when you're like not needing to go in public, or you're not going to an event, or you're not going out, so you can see how you want it to look. I think that lip liner is one of the most beautiful makeup products, and I think it works for everybody. If you have smaller lips and you feel like it's too much product, you need to use less. If you're adding another product, you're gonna use less of each one. So if you've been like heavy on the lipstick and gloss, and now you want to incorporate liner, maybe you're going to put a little bit less gloss and a little bit less lipstick to make it work for you. I don't like that shape I just did. Lip liner is what anchors, oh, I love this, anchors your lips to your face. And then another thing that you want to know as well is how much contrast you want between the liner and the lipstick, or the liner and your lip color, or the liner and your skin tone. don't be afraid to look liner.